all 7 locked away. They're off. Coming out a pretty good line as well, with 1.5 miles ahead of them for the fixing point roofing supply shop Handicap. Early pace, such as it is, comes to the likes of 2 AULD PALS with the plain yellow cap and Ebony Moore in the yellow and green. Spanish Hustle out wide is Handy. Red sleeves, just taking a while to track over. Pair of greys are stalking the pace. Navarre Express in the purple and green, and the blue, white and black of Solid Silver. At the other end of the field, both ridden with restraint. Bust Arm the green cap and Jaminos spot the yellow cap with a red star for Sam James. They're about to move into the bend at the end of virtually half an hour, and Ebony Moore has moved on by a little over 1.5 lengths here to 2 AULD PALS, who will have the rail into the bend, disputing second with a free-going Spanish Hustle. And then Navarre Express alongside Solid Silver, couple lengths away to Bust Arm and Jaminos looking on from last place as they begin their journey around the eye of the hook, and they complete 5 furlongs. And it's Ebony Moore and Rowan Scott by a couple of lengths now. Spanish Hustle, the red sleeves, still virtually disputing second place with 2 AULD PALS. Another pair of runners sitting on their tails respectively. Solid Silver closest to the rail, Navarre Express wider. A break of a further couple of lengths to Bust Arm, and Jaminos remains last of them. Climbing steadily at this point, moving towards the halfway stage and beyond. And Ebony Moore continues to set the fractions. And they're a fairly even 30 miles an hour at the moment, as they prepare to complete the last part of the bend, and they're now inside the final 3/4 of a mile. Ebony Moore, Spanish Hustle still hasn't really settled, continues to race with enthusiasm and continues to dispute second with 2 AULD PALS, the yellow cap. Then Navarre Express and Solid Silver, the rail. Bust Arm and Jaminos remain the final duo, and they begin to freewheel on down the hill with the last half mile in sight. They drift out towards the centre of the track, taken there by Ebony Moore. To 2 AULD PALS on the right and 1 from the left, Spanish Hustle, and further left to Solid Silver. Navarre Express on the extreme right is now being asked for more, as Bust Arm in rear is nursed into it. Still Jaminos remains at the back of the field. They race now out of the dip, and they're heading deep inside the last 2.5 furlongs. Ebony Moore being tackled by the strong travelling 2 AULD PALS yellow cap. Spanish Hustle is being ridden for more. Navarre Express out on the extreme right of the group continues to plug on under pressure, and Bust Arm, red and green, is now being asked to try and close and begins to make some inroads as they make the ascent for the last furlong and a half. Ebony Moore is pretty plucky here. He's trying to fend them all off, still being pestered by the likes of 2 AULD PALS and Navarre Express. Bust Arm can now muster only 1 pace. Spanish Hustle on the far side. Ebony Moore has begun to hung right, leaning to the far rail. 2 AULD PALS is battling back alongside. Then Navarre Express. 2 AULD PALS nosing ahead, scrapes in from Ebony Moore and Navarre Express. Jaminos late on the scene, disputing fourth with Spanish Hustle.